This lesson is about the laws of the United States of America. We will talk about three main points: how the United States is governed by the rule of law, why refugees must know and follow U.S. laws, and the important legal rights and responsibilities in family life. In the United States, everyone must follow the law. It does not matter if you are a U.S. citizen, a refugee, a police officer, or a government worker, no one is above the law. The laws exist to protect people's rights, safety, and property. As refugees, you must know and follow the U.S. laws. Not knowing the law does not protect you from consequences. These laws are here to keep communities safe and to make sure everyone is treated fairly. If someone breaks the law, there can be serious consequences. These can include fines, jail time, community service, or immigration problems like delays or even denial of status. It can also cause legal trouble that could affect your ability to get a job, find housing, or receive benefits. U.S. law prohibits discrimination. Discrimination means unjust or prejudiced treatment of someone. You cannot be treated unfairly because of your race, ethnicity, religion, gender, sexual orientation, disability, or age. These protections apply at work, in school, in housing, and in public places. As a refugee, you have important legal rights. These include the right to live permanently in the United States, provided you do not commit any actions that would make you removable under immigration law. You have the right to work in the United States at any legal work of your qualification and choosing. Please note that some jobs may be limited to U.S. citizens for security reasons. You have the right to be protected by all laws of the United States, your state of residence, and local jurisdictions. You also have the right to an attorney in criminal cases. You have the right to an interpreter when needed. You have the right to due process, meaning fair treatment by the courts. And you have the right to non-discrimination at work, housing, and services. Here are some additional rights granted to anyone living in the U.S. from the Constitution: freedom of speech, religion, press, and assembly, the right to keep and bear arms, the prohibiting of quartering soldiers in your home without consent, protection from unreasonable search and seizure, rights in criminal cases. For example, you cannot be tried twice for the same crime, forced to testify against yourself, or be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process. You have rights to a fair trial. You have right to trial by jury in civil cases. You have the right to be protected from cruel and unusual punishments. You have rights in addition to the ones specified in the Bill of Rights. And powers not held by the federal government are designated for the states or the people. Now we will talk about interacting with the police. Most people in the U.S. only interact with the police during traffic violations. If you break a traffic law, such as going too fast, patrolling police officers may turn on their lights and siren and pull up behind you. In this situation, you need to pull over to the right side of the road and park on the shoulder as soon as it is safe to do so. The officer will usually ask for your license and car registration. You will need to show these documents to the officer. Never drive without a valid driver's license or without car insurance. You may have to pay a fine if caught driving without these documents. Stay calm and polite during the interaction with the officer. If you are stopped by the police, you have the right to remain silent. If you are charged with a crime, you can receive a government-appointed lawyer. You can ask for an interpreter. You can ask the officer why you're being stopped. The police do not have the right to search your vehicle without a warrant. ICE is the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Department. They have the authority to deport people who are in the country illegally, meaning send them back to their country. As a refugee, you have the right to be here permanently unless you break a law which would give grounds for deportation, for example, a violent crime. If you are stopped by ICE, stay calm and do not run. Never lie about your immigration status or give false documents. Always carry a copy of your I-94, work permit, and green card when you have one. Keep the originals at home in a safe space. You can show these documents to the ICE officer as proof of your legal status. Also, keep a copy of a Know Your Rights card with you at all times. You can get one of these cards from your case manager. You can show this card to the ICE officer to show that you are exercising your rights. If you feel like your rights are being violated, you can call an immigration attorney for help. Create a safety plan in the case that you are arrested by ICE. Memorize your emergency contact's phone number to call and let them know that you've been detained. If you have children, you have the right to arrange for a caregiver for your kids before you are taken away by ICE. Sexual harassment is illegal in the United States. This includes unwanted touching, sexual comments, or any behavior of a sexual nature towards another person. Everyone has the right to feel safe and respected at work, in the home, in school, and in public spaces. Sexual relationships always need to have consent from both partners. This means both partners are willing participants. It is illegal to force anyone to have a sexual relationship with someone else. It is very important to teach your children about consent in relationships. It is illegal for someone 18 or older to be in a sexual relationship with a minor, meaning anyone younger than 18. If you feel you are being sexually harassed, ask for help from your case manager, the police, or a trusted friend. Never sexually harass anyone else. Punishments could include jail time, criminal charges, and the inability to get a job in the future. There are several laws and social rules to understand in the U.S. For alcohol, you must be 21 years or older to drink. Drinking in public is against the law. Tobacco use or smoking is only legal at the age of 21, and smoking is banned in many public places. In general, smoking indoors is not allowed. Many drugs are illegal under federal law, and all are addictive and should be avoided. Guns have strict rules depending on the state where you live. In Utah, you need a special license to carry a firearm in public. If you own a firearm, keep it in a place inaccessible to children and youth, such as a gun safe, which you only have the code for. For child discipline, physical violence or harm is illegal in the U.S. You can learn more about legal information and various laws online. Here are some examples: the DMV website for driving and traffic laws, Fish and Wildlife Service for hunting and fishing laws, state government websites for taxes, tenant rights, and safety laws, local police websites for community safety information. You can also talk to your case manager if you have any questions. Now we'll talk about the legal rights and responsibilities within the family. These laws protect adults and children from harm. In the U.S., domestic violence is illegal. This includes physical, emotional, or sexual abuse in the home. Victims can receive protection no matter their immigration status. Domestic violence can lead to arrest, charges, and possible immigration consequences. You should also not financially abuse your spouse. Financial abuse would be one partner controlling all the money for the household without allowing the other partner access or an opinion on how the money is spent. This is a controlling behavior that keeps one partner dependent on the other and is not tolerated. If you have experienced abuse of any kind, now or in the past, speak with your case manager or the client services director and they will get you help. You have the right to be treated fairly and to be safe in your own home. In the U.S., it is illegal to physically harm a child. Children cannot be left alone without supervision, and each state has different age rules. Leaving children alone, neglecting them, or physical punishment that causes injury can lead to Child Protective Services getting involved. This organization has the ability to assign your family a social worker and will assess if your children are safe in your home. If they find that the children are not safe, they can remove them from your custody and put them in a safe home until they can determine that you are a safe parent. Here are some examples of acceptable ways to discipline your child. Give them timeouts where they have to sit in their room or a chair for an agreed upon amount of time. Remove privileges like toys or screen time. Have calm conversations to correct their behavior. Just another reminder, physical punishment that injures the child is illegal in the U.S. If you need more resources for ideas on how to discipline your child safely, please talk to your case manager. You may experience conflicts between the cultural practices of your home country and U.S. laws. For example, physical discipline that was normal in your country may be illegal here. In the U.S., children must attend school and cannot work full-time. And gender roles cannot be used to justify abuse or control in the home. Understanding these differences will help protect your family now that you're living in the United States. In summary, Refugees must obey federal, state, and local laws. Everyone has rights to safety and fair treatment. Violations of U.S. laws may affect your immigration status. Knowing and following the law will help protect you and your family. If you ever need help, you are not alone. Here are some resources for you where you can go for help. Your resettlement agency case manager, legal aid organizations, the local police, their phone number is 911, family service centers, and domestic violence shelters and hotlines. Scan the QR code for more information about domestic violence help. There is always help available if you are experiencing abuse. Do not hesitate to reach out for help.